Welcome to the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. Featuring St. Laz, who also hosts the popular web series Gem Pop and music journalist Mark Walter Ward. They have discussions about hip hop, culture, society, philosophy, and everything else. Now available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward. We're gonna do a quick bite with Taz Tikoon, sponsored by Bel Air. Got airplane mode EP out now. Just got an outstanding Spotify or whatever DSP. Her discography is insane, including Bars Volume 1. So just real quick, you on one of your earlier projects, I don't know if it was Hampton or 757, you mentioned that you tried to give your album to Jay, but he wasn't trying to take tapes at night. So I'm curious as to that story.
Oh, yo, so crazy story. I left Virginia on a road trip because I had tickets to the Beyonce show. I was going with my homegirls, and they just had extra tickets, so I went. I get to the Wells Fargo Arena, and everything is relative to Philly, the Xfinity Live Center. We get in there, we're on the floor. Jay-Z, as I'm on the floor looking at Beyonce performing and stuff, I see Memphis Bleek. I'm like, yo, I had just dropped my mixtape Artificial. I had this is when physicals was still in style. I had a clear little, it wasn't even hard. I had a clear little baggie with the cover in it, and then I had the CD. I'm like, yo, Bleek, like, what's good? I'm Taz. At that time, I was going by Taz. I'm introducing myself. I'm like, I don't know if I said something about Hov or whatever. I go back down to the ground. I think I gave one to Bleek. I had another one on me. Did not know Jay-Z was going to be there. I'm standing looking at Beyonce. I look to my left. It's almost like this dude just walked out of nowhere. He just starts walking. And I'm just like, yo, that's Hov. I was with two of my homegirls. I'm out. I walk towards him. Literally, I'm like, yo, Hov. It felt like when J. Cole was trying to meet him on $1 in the Dream. Yo, I'm Taz. I just say Artificial. When I say this man was just unbothered, it's almost like I didn't exist. It was almost like, yo, I'm like, you know what? He's walking to his wife. He was about to come on stage and perform. But I don't even know where security was. In my head, I'm like, yo, how did I just walk up to him? I touched him. I'm trying to put my CD on, like, please just take it. Mind you, he's at a concert walking to the stage, right? Fast forward, we drive back from Philly. And I wasn't talking to my lady at the time right now, but I wanted her so bad. Shout out to her. I get back to Virginia. There's a package on my front doorstep. No lie. God is my witness. I open the package. I don't have it, but I'm going to text you a picture when I get back to LA. My dad was in prison and he was into media arts. He put a collage together because Jay-Z is his favorite artist of all time. Funny enough, I had an opportunity to meet Jay-Z when I was at Virginia Union, but I didn't because the weirdest shit ever. I grew up, my mom's ex-husband was a Nas fan and he played me Ether. At 8 years old, I'm screaming, fuck Jay-Z. I don't know why. My mom was like, watch your mouth. So when I had Jay-Z and I told my dad, fuck Jay-Z, why would you say that? He was like, read Decoded. I read Decoded when I was in London. Fast forward, I come back, go to the Beyonce concert. I get to my doorstep, open the mail. My dad put together a collage. It was Jay-Z with his hand up, throwing up the rock sign, and me. It's almost like he merged us together. Yeah, the night prior, I had just met Jay-Z. Like, he didn't say my name or look at me or give me eye contact, but I tried to give him the tape. My dad calls me that day. I'm like, you don't know how divine this is. I come home, there's a post. It felt like, yo, that was supposed to happen. Because my dad is a Jay-Z fan. He's putting me in the same at that time. I didn't even feel like
right. Like maybe that's why security didn't notice you. Who knows how the universe works?
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, how did all that come together? So, yo, like that story, yeah, man. Like, and I don't know. I feel like it's such a crazy story. You know, like people meet celebrities. But remember when I met you? I feel like that was such a dark arena.
Hey, I got a crazy Bleek story. It makes me want to tell it real quick.
Oh yeah.
So like when Twitter and all that first came out, you know, I've been locked up. So when I came home, I thought MySpace was for weirdos. But when I realized you could talk to rappers, and then I was looking at Dipset videos, and a bunch of cats I've been in the pen with was in the back. So I was like, shit, I could get interviews with these cats because I know I could just call this dude right here that I see like in the back of the Oh Boy video, for instance. And so I saw Memphis Bleek on Twitter, and check out our full show, Taz Tikoon on the Super Facts Show. You was talking about going up New York and getting the mixtapes, and I used to get Memphis Bleek had that Get Low. It was his little crew, and I used to get those too because they was kind of nice. And on one of the song, he had the song, I don't remember nothing about it, but he was like, it had an ill beat, and he was like, it's the blue flame, you N-words is lame. And that's all I remember, right? And so he had an email address in his Twitter bio. And I just hit the email address like, yo, do you know where I can get a copy of this? Because I literally played my junk so much that, you know, them CDRs, how they start chipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't listen to it no more. And he hit me back. He was like, I know what you're talking about. And then like literally like 9 months later, this man emailed me, and they were all waves too, which for those who don't know are bigger files than MP3s. But he had found that joint and sent it to me.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Unseen or nothing. Yeah, and I mean, there ain't no point to that story. That's just some unexpected ass shit.
But I
You know?
mean, as a celebrity that's best friends with Jay-Z and you know what I'm saying, like rock for life, he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he took the time to do that, like man, like I said, when I met him, he was super like cool and chill and shit. And it's just like when your big bro is Hov, like you could just be like on like yo, I'm Bleak, like you know what I'm saying. But the fact that he took his time to send you that, yo, that there's a point to that story, man. Like that, yo, don't be afraid to reach out to people. Like sometimes people put people in a category like that they're unreachable and untouchable, but closed mouths don't get fed. So you asked and you got it. You asked and you shall receive. Like man, like,
man, you know, people who don't believe the law of abundance, I always say walk around with a plate, and I bet you by the end of the day somebody put some food on it.
Come on, I did the Deepak Abundance Challenge like 30 times during the pandemic. I did that 21-day abundance. I just said this yesterday and I got to do it again. Like, yo, everything you saying, man, like you special, dog. Like for real. Like,
I mean, you are too. I appreciate it. You make me blush though.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I got that effect on people.
Yeah, that's what's up. And then let's close this out with what's the party at Puff's Miami house like?
Yo, that night was wild. Okay, I'm working at Crunch in DC, downtown, like downtown by whatever the 7th Street, whatever. Like after you pass the Regal Cinema, I used to work there too. I'm chilling, right? And at this time, I was working with Revolt Nation. Yeah, so I was working with Kenny Burns doing a promo for Revolt. This is before the tour was supposed to happen. I'm chilling at work, and my homie hits my line and was like, "Yo, I'm about to go to Miami. You trying to go?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm fucking sitting at this dumbass computer desk trying to sell these gym memberships and shit." I was making crazy money though, so I'm just like, "When you leaving?" He's about to leave, and I'm like, "When?" He was like, "Nigga, I'm about to go right now." I'm like, what excuse can I make? Because like I can't keep a job. Like if they had Uber and Postmates and DoorDash back when I was like in college, that would be better for me. Because when my dreams come, I'm out. I don't give a fuck what's going on. So I had no real dream. It was just that I was trying to get down with Revolt Nation. So I had already got the contact with Kenny Burns. We was already texting and stuff. He had me doing social media for them, but I wasn't like employed. So I said, you know what? Diddy posted, I'm having a party at Dream. And I was like, yo, we just gonna go to Miami. He's like, my sister got a crib down there. Let's just go. You don't never know what's gonna happen. I told my boss, I'm like, yo, something came up. I gotta go. I don't know what the fuck the excuse was. I book a flight. I think I had to connect with my homie's mom that used to do Southwest airline tickets. I land in Miami. I get picked up by this girl that was crushing me that I just had to hit up. Like, are you in Miami? She does tattoos and shit. She picked me up. She was trying to fuck with me, and I'm just like, I'm not even trying to fuck with shorty. I just needed a ride so I can get to my man's.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah,
apologies to everybody. I did that too.
Oh my, she was.
Man, we're cold when we're young. You know,
yeah,
it is what it is.
You just came down here. I'm like, whatever, yo. So we link up. I finally see this dude. I'm like, all right, how the fuck? What are we here for? Like, how are we about to get in this club? We go down to what's that? The Intercontinental Hotel. He's with his homies and stuff. We end up pulling up. We DM one of the promoters. Like, yo, can you get us in the show? They acting funny. I said, yo, fuck it. We just need to pull up to the club. So his homie is super drunk. Yo, keep my car for the night. I'm about to go crazy. Fuck these bitches. We're like, all right, whatever, yo. So we took his Jeep. When I say this was nothing but God, we pulled up to the club, right? Soon as we pull up and find a park, we get out of our car. We look to our right. French Montana's getting out. Diddy's getting out. Quincy. We fall in line. It was like, because we were in a black car that looked just like the black whip that they was getting out of. Right. It was being escorted. We didn't know that we were going to run into them at that point. I'm thinking we're going to have to go through the front door. We went through the back door. I walk in the club. I'm like, oh shit, directly into VIP. As soon as I get into VIP, Kenny Burns is in there. Yo, Taz in the building, what's good? I'm being shouted out in Miami at
That's
the
what's
club.
up.
Just left the gym. They don't even know that I'm really selling gym memberships. I get handed a bottle of Dom P. We leave there, going to how I got the Diddy crib. Everybody was like, we about to be out. I see everybody in the cut like, oh, they about to make moves. I'm like, yo, we making moves too. What the fuck? I don't even know what's happening. I'm just hyped to be in a club. So I'm like, yo, we out. So we see them moving. We just go the same route. We park right beside them. We hop in our whip. They hop in their whip. I'm on they ass like I'm 5'0". Like I'm not losing. They driving fast. I don't know why. I'm going through every light. Yo, I'm like, yo, where are we going? We pull up to Star Island, which is where Diddy's mansion is. We get to a gate. The first car gets through. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are we about to say at this? This ain't the club. We have to get through the gate. We get to the gate, and they was like, "Here, who you here for? Revolt TV." Mind you, I was doing social media for Revolt as like an intern.
Right.
The gate went open. I thought I walked in. I'm like, yo, my heart dropped. And I could tell you what was the song at that time. Nigga, we made it. Soulja Boy and Drake had just dropped. When I say that, nigga, we made it. Like I went through the gate. I walk into the crib. When I say Khloe Kardashian is in there, the girl off of Fast and the Furious is in there. I'm in there. I'm just like, I'm in Diddy's crib. This is fucking.
That shit probably had little boxes that had tickets to heaven in it. Motherfucking.
Yeah, like they was like, yo, don't fall asleep. It was like anybody that falls asleep at this club, they getting kicked out. We partying until 6 a.m. I was like, this is a joke, right? Like we're not fucking partying until 6 a.m. I haven't slept. I don't want to get caught sleeping. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing nothing. Like they offer, I'm not doing none of that because I need to be alert. I don't want to forget this night. I remember being in the crib. I'm talking to Diddy just casually. He went to Howard, everything. I'm just like, so what you playing for Revolt TV? I got something big. This is the year that he ended up getting his honorary degree. Kenny Burns comes out the crib. Yo, how the fuck did you end up in Diddy crib? Mind you, this is the dude that's messaging me. I didn't get no invite. He said, you popped up in Miami at the club. I'm like, yo, it's fate. It's fate. Like we ended up partying with Diddy all night. I'm in there. I'm talking about every celebrity, Andre Harrell. I'm just like, yo, nobody knows who I am, why the fuck I'm there. Me and my man's in there, and we had the time of our life. And I was like, I got back to work. Like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Mind you, I just partied. I didn't have like a purpose, but it was just like reminding myself that if you have intentions and you think abundantly and you have positive thoughts, the law of attraction is real. Like as a man thinketh, so is he. If you believe that you can, then you can. If you believe that you can't, then you can't. And you asking me this story is something that I needed my older self to hear. Like that, yo, don't be fearless. Like do babies get afraid of taking baby steps and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna crawl, I'm not gonna walk? But as adults, you get afraid to take baby steps.
Word.
And you just, man, that story was life-changing because it kind of turned me up. It was like, yo, I can go do any fucking thing. I can meet anybody. I was just like, yo, dialing the dream, I'm out. And I think that when you get older, sometimes you lose that tenacity. And
man, my stories ain't as good as yours. I got a little Diddy story.
Oh, what happened with Diddy?
All right. Well, I grew up in Forest Heights, and you know Stacey Lattisaw is?
No, I don't know that.
She's an old school R&B singer. She got agoraphobia. Her career got cut short. She's Puffy's godmother. He's a backup dancer on one of his videos when he's like mad young, and he's dressed like he's going to fame or some shit. You know, I'm gonna live forever. Yeah, just look up Stacey Lattisaw. She was a pretty popping little R&B singer.
Okay.
But she developed agoraphobia. Like I said, she ain't never leave the house. But apparently I was too young to remember this. But he would come visit her or some shit, and he came to the park a couple times, and he was at the basketball court, and they said he had a Jerry curl, and they was making fun of him and shit because ain't nobody had no Jerry curls when we was around. And I vaguely remember somebody making fun of somebody for having a Jerry curl, and they was talking about like the spots on on the back of his shirt and shit.
Yo, so wait, so this is in New York that you met him in Mount
Nah. This is in Forest Heights, Maryland, where Stacey Lattisaw lived, but that was his godmother.
Oh, right. Okay. So was this when he was coming out of Howard University?
Yeah, this was.
That was young.
This was actually like when he first moved there before the freshman year started. I think he might have been staying with her.
Oh shit! And then he was taking a bus back to New York to go to Uptown Records with Andre Harrell.
I have no idea. This was probably like before freshman orientation.
Damn, yo, but you know what? Did you ever realize?
But I don't know if this is true or not. Like the cats who told us this was like, you know, they ended up being like winos and crackheads. So
Okay, so you don't. So you just someone telling you, you met Diddy. You don't remember like being like, oh, that's the guy that I met with Jerry.
Nah, I definitely remember them making fun of somebody with a Jerry curl, but I remember that happened a few times. There was a dude from LA they called Compton. He wasn't even from Compton, but they used to make fun of his hair too.
Damn, that era. I don't know. I guess I missed that because
Yeah, that Jerry curl shit, as far as I know, totally went past the DC era. I ain't
yeah,
never known nobody that
not
had
to
a Jerry curl.
Virginia.
It
No,
definitely wasn't no coming to America moments like with the stains on the couches and nothing.
right. Oh yeah, when they got up from the I remember that scene. That's let your soul glow.
Man, my parents' peoples, they all had like the plastic on the couch. That would have been a motherfucking problem if that shit had happened.
My auntie had that too. It felt like you just sweating the whole couch, just foam like getting
Oh,
sticky.
I ain't never even sat on one of them Jones. Yeah, I ain't never I ain't never make it to the company furniture.
Grandma was like, put the slip back on the couch. I'm like, Grandma, why do you so my couch don't get dirty? I'm like, so you just gonna keep putting this plastic cover all over the couch? I'm hot. But then go outside, go somewhere else. I'm just like, all right, whatever. That's crazy though. I remember that. Nobody had Jerry curls where I was from at all. Never. It was always the ice cubes. That must have been an LA thing. Like it just only, but Diddy had it allegedly. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, motherfuckers had like high top fades and all that shit. But before we get out of here, I forgot, y'all make sure you check out the full Taz Tycoon show. But I ain't get you the excellent website you have, www.taztikoon.com. But what's your socials?
Oh, so you can follow me at Tasmania Show. That's on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything. You tuned into the Tasmania Show. Like you said, Taz Tycoon. You can get the merch, Ty Millionaire. Shout out to my hood. Shout out to the Tide Water. Something in the water. I got my own water company. I launched during the pandemic called Tide Water Spring Water. And we just launched that gas AP Mode OG. You feel me? So if y'all need that, it comes with a free download of my single that your wife loves so much, AP Mode.
Oh, that's what's
It
up.
also has the socials right there, Taz Tycoon for y'all spelling it out, Tasmania Show. We taking flight. So yeah, that's my socials, Tasmania Show, Taz Tycoon. And shout out to my producers, everybody involved with Airplane Mode, Venom Beats. Thank you for all of your love and your help and support. He produced 5 tracks on the EP. Shout out to Corey Benjamin. Shout out to Faro Jaro. Sosa, shout out to Lady for being on the project too, and I'm just excited, man. I would love to. I can't wait to talk to you about doing the other interview with Left Eye, and I also am looking forward to, if you would love to, if you ever want to bring me back, man, like just on some music, like this is probably the best interview I've ever had. Like I'm not even saying that to stroke your ego. I think being a journalist and I've interviewed John Legend, Neo, Big Sean, a lot of people in the game. And I think that when it came to my journalism hat, I felt like I was that person that was inquisitive because I loved music. You like remind me that it's not just being the cute journalist that's just asking the typical questions like, oh, so how was like I get in some interviews and I'm like, I've been in interviews and I can tell no one listened to the music. And I know that game, and I can tell that you talking album cuts, 90s world, stories about Jay-Z and Diddy that you pointing out that I'm like, damn, like I forgot that I said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll let you know the authenticity of a person. So thank you for being so thorough, for taking your job seriously, being a journalist myself and being I'm a geek. I watch documentaries, books. I'm talking Elliot Wilson, Rap Radar. Like I live for interviews. So I really, really respect and admire your craft and just your whole display, your professionalism. Like I think this is probably hands down. You can go through YouTube or anything, any interview I've ever had. There's nothing that's topped this thus far, and I'm really honored. Like you really made me reflect. I feel like I've learned a lot about you, myself, and the world, and you pushed me, and I've been going through a lot lately personally, and this just really inspired me. So thank you so much for this. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, no doubt. That means a lot to me. Shit, that definitely, man, I'm glad to hear that. Man, now you got me blushing and emotional and shit.
Yeah, man, I'm getting like, it's been a lot going on, man. And this album, I made to disconnect, to reconnect to my higher self. Like I've been feeling a lot of pressure. And I think that we all need to go in airplane mode sometimes and be unapologetic about it. And not let people guilt trip you, like, why you not answering your phone? the moment that I went into airplane mode was the reason why my skill level got so good. I feel like I was in that Mamba mentality, like Kobe, rest in peace. I was on my marathon. I was able to drop Tide Water, do the documentary, drop By the Bar. I could have dropped another mixtape if I wanted to. I dropped the AP mode. And I think that for everybody that's like Taz, like you're switching up, like I said on AP mode, you only never answering your phone. I have something to show for what it was that I was doing. And
Right.
airplane mode is my answer. And I'm getting fly. I'm taking flights. I'm getting to the bag. We getting airbags. And I'm talking to God. That's why we barely speak. I said that on Cotton Candy Clouds. Like I'm really trying to ascend and take it to the next level. And in order to reach your fullest potential, sometimes you're gonna have to upset people and incubate yourself to be great, which is why you're great at your job. I can tell you spent your Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours perfecting your craft, doing the research. This is why there's a difference from you and most journalists. This is why Kobe was different. I'm not here to just pass by. We have one life and I want to make an impact. And if anything that anybody takes from airplane mode, please, I highly encourage you to disconnect to reconnect to your higher self, and just know that your elevation requires isolation. And that's why I did that. And I wouldn't be able to give you this body of work if I wasn't selfish. So I encourage you all to figure out how, whatever that is for you, do it and be unapologetic, because you don't know what greatness will come out of it. I did that project in 2 days, and the feedback that I've been getting is way more than I would have ever anticipated. I didn't know that I was going to run into you and that you were going to interview me, or that I was going to get the streams that I got or the press that I got. I just was just being myself. And you reminded me of where I've been, and also reminded me of how much further I had to go in my responsibility to push my pen and be an artist. There was a part of me that didn't believe that I could be a full-time artist, that I couldn't have that impact because of my skill sets. And with you and your knowledge and your experience, I can tell you you're not just saying shit. Like you take your job seriously, and not knowing your resume and your background. And I got to do my due diligence to go through the whole platform and get familiar with your brand and everything, so that I'm aware. Like, yo, I'm surprised that I haven't been tapped in. Like I feel like I've been under a rock. Like, why don't I know about you and your podcast like that? Because the way that you talking about me, I'm like, I can already tell what type of reviews you're doing about other albums, the stuff that you put me onto. So kudos to you. Like, you don't have all those records and those collector's items for no reason. Like, you're really great at what you do. And
Thank you.
I can't wait to put you on to more people. If my people don't know about you, they about to know about you. And I just pray that this exchange and this experience allows us both to grow and get new fan bases, that allows people to see your expertise. Because I don't know who your audience is, but I'm honored to be a part of the roster of people that you've interviewed. This really made my day, man. For real. Like,
well, me too. I got a feeling this gonna be ongoing.
oh, yo, this ain't it. That's what I'm giving you my number. We got to stay locked in, man. I got a lot of homework to do because of you. And
Oh yeah, I'm about to hit you with the links right now as soon as we get off.
oh, for sure. Yeah, man. Listen, I know your wife you said she got to do the thing with the China, with the kids, with the Zoom. So I don't want to hold you much longer. I know my lady's waiting on me as well, but I got you, you know what I'm saying, on the AP mode for sure. Please text me. Well, send me your information. I'll text you mine, and let me know when this drops so I can share it everywhere. And I can't wait for everything. Anything you need, like, please hit me directly. I really appreciate you. You're a special guy, man, for sure.
I mean, you too, and likewise. Thank you so much. And man, see, you got me emotional and shit, but man, thank you. Take it light. You have a good night.
All right, you too. God bless, man.
All right. Salute.
Peace.